Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again, my friends out there in the wonderful world of TV land. How are you guys out there? Hope everybody has been staying safe because at the moment, I don't know if you're in the UK, but it is mighty cold out here. Some parts of the UK has got loads of snow. Somebody told me that in Bradford the snow is this deep. I don't know if that's true. If it is true, maybe you should give us a call and confirm that. Of course, my name is Khalil Muhammad and we're going to be here today as your host live for our live show of the week. Also, I hope you guys have been staying nice and safe. I know most of you kids are probably not at school. Yeah, probably that's probably correct. You're not at school, which is kind of cool in a way, but in a way it's not cool as well. But whatever the case is, I hope you guys are being good. I hope that you're attending all of your online classes, because my wife is a teacher. She does all that online teaching stuff as well. She's really good at it as well. But a lot of kids do attend and it's very good. So I hope you guys are doing the same thing and being good, not being a nuisance around the house. Okay, it's very important that we help around the house, mom and dad, older brothers and sisters as well, and make sure we're not a nuisance, okay, that we're being useful around the house. Anyway, guys, so welcome once again. As usual, today is our live show, but in case you miss it, you can watch it again tomorrow, and during the week after 5:30, we have shorter shows that we will be showing you. In those shows, we have some of the usual fact videos, and we also have an amazing we have the amazing tutorials where I teach you how to draw. Soon we're going to be entering season 3, where we're going to be talking about sea facts. So in the tutorials, I'm drawing manta rays, tiger shark, hammerhead sharks, all different things, crabs and seals and things of that nature as well. So if you like animals and you want to learn how to draw them and you want some information about them to really get an idea of how beautiful and amazing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation is, make sure you never miss any of our shows. Set it on your phone, on your watch, whatever you need to do, and make sure you tell your family and friends all about it. We also want to remind you guys that you must go to our website and check out all of our amazing things there, because we have cartoons and we have games on there as well. Just in case you didn't know that, and I didn't mention it before, we have games on there that you can play. So go to our website, themuslimkidshow.com. That is themuslimkidshow.com. Check it out. Go over there and have a butchers. Butchers means have a look. Right? Go have a look at it. See what you think, inshallah. And of course, you should subscribe to all of the services and all the features that are on there. If you want a holistic view of what we do here, not just part of this, but a part of the website as well. So go over there. Make sure you never miss any of our shows. Right, so what do we have in store for you today? As usual, we've got a lot of goodies, and I hope you guys are going to stay for the entire hour. At the very end, of course, we've got the usual live call-in part of our show where you get an opportunity to win some amazing prizes. So that's a little bit later. We also have Wasim Khan. He's going to be here, not here, but he's going to be on one of our videos talking about interesting things. Yeah, very like forgiveness and things like that as well. Forgiveness is a very, very important part of our deen, because forgiveness is what we want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and forgiveness is what we should give to other people. If they do something that kind of, you know, not like that, we should try and forgive them anyway. So we're going to be talking about those things. We also have, of course, Sister Mariam. She's going to be talking about Islamic history a little bit later. And we have Auntie K. Auntie K, are you out there, Auntie K? Thank you so much for doing an amazing job. Always a pleasure having her videos, reading out those books. And I want to remind you guys that at the end of her video, she does invite those of you who have books. So if you know somebody that's got a book or written a book or has a book out that is really good for kids and they want it to be read out here on the Muslim Kids Show, make sure they take down the details at the end of her video and get in touch with us, and we will try and get that book on and get her to read it in her own inimitable style. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Right, so those are a snippet of some of the things that we've got coming up today on today's show. As I said, it's totally live. So when we have the brain burst a little bit later on, that is where it's real. That's the proof, the actual proof that it's live, it's hot, and it's good to go. And I should tell you as well, We still have the same questions. I've been a bit lazy, right? We need to change those questions, right? But for you, it's good, right? You're thinking, I didn't get the last ones, but I remember some of the questions. So if I call in, which you should do, and he says those questions again, I've got the answers. See, that's part of the advantage of having the same questions week in, week out, week after week, okay? So make sure you take down our number and then give us a call. Put it in your phone. Make sure you give us a call near the end of the show today, inshallah, where we're going to be testing out your amazing brain power, your knowledge of Islam. Do you have a lot of knowledge of Islam? Well, either way, you will learn something, inshallah. Right then, let's not hang about too much. I want to go into our first feature of the day. Again, one of my ex-co-hosts, we had a co-host a couple of weeks ago where we were on the big screen in the big room, and Mariam was there co-hosting with me as well. So Mariam did a great job. So yeah, it's Mariam's turn to talk about that Islamic history. So let's see that now, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to the 4th episode about Islamic history. My name is Mariam Sama, your host for today. As Muslims, it is important for us to know about our history, the life of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the companions and the first Muslims. Also, it is good for us to know about the history of the Muslim world. In the last episode, we covered 2 great battles in Islamic history, the Battle of Badr and the Battle of Uhud. The Battle of Badr took place in Ramadan. Badr is 70 miles from Medina. Badr is mentioned in Surah Ali Imran 123. The Muslims were outnumbered 3-1. 5,000 angels assisted the Muslims. 14 Muslims became martyrs. The Battle of Uhud showed that from Allah's wisdom, sometimes you win and sometimes you do not. Winning all the time is not promised. That we should always obey the instructions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Sahaba at Uhud, when they did not win, became humble and turned back to Allah in worship. To win all the time can make you proud and arrogant. It is important to be brave and strong, and for Muslim girls and boys to learn archery, swimming, horse riding, and self-defense. To be patient and steadfast. To trust in Allah always. To always be brave and have courage. Muslim men and women, Muslim boys and girls. Today we will continue looking at the Battle of Al-Khandaq. The trench, sometimes referred to as the ditch. The Battle of the Trench took place a few years after Hijrah and started in the last weeks of Shawwal and continued into Ramadan. Let's get started.
إذ جاءوكم من فوقكم ومن أسفل منكم وإذ زاغت الأبصار وبلغت القلوب الحناجر وتظنون بالله الظنونا.
Remember when they came at you from above you and from below you, and when eyes shifted in fear and hearts reached the throats, and you assumed about Allah various assumptions. There the believers were tested and shaken with a severe shaking. The Battle of Uhud made the Muslims reflect on a lot of things, but the pagan Arabs became arrogant and continued to attack the Muslims. Medina was surrounded by many tribes, so after the Battle of Uhud, these tribes got together and joined to fight against the Muslims. Because so many tribes got together, The battle is also known as the Battle of Al-Asab. Asab meaning the Confederates, the Confederation of Tribes. This means a group of tribes. They had gathered an army of about 10,000 men. The Muslims had 2,500 men. One of the tribes, Banu Nadir, broke the agreement they had with the Muslims and joined the Makkans and the Confederate tribes. The Munafiqeen also joined the Confederate tribes.
How did it start? And what were the causes of the Battle of Al-Khandaq, the trench?
The Banu Nadir. The Banu Nadir were a tribe who had previously tried to kill the Prophet ﷺ when he was sitting by their fortress. The Banu Nadir tried to roll a boulder onto the Prophet. Because of this, the Banu Nadir were expelled from Medina. They were told to take what their camels could take, but they couldn't take their weapons. The Banu Nadir went to Khaybar. Because of this, they wanted their land and fortress back, as they had a lot of land full of date palms and date fields. They sent a delegation to Makkah, which included their leaders, such as Salam ibn Abi Hukayk and Huyay bin Akhtab. They went to the Quraysh to work together to try to attack the Prophet and the Muslims. They offered to give the Quraysh money for this. The Quraysh were scared of Banu Nadir, as the Quraysh felt that they were strong and they could read. It was sometimes said that Arabs weren't very clever because they were illiterate and couldn't read. The Quraysh didn't fully trust them, and Abu Sufyan Sakr bin Harb bin Umayyah, who was not a Muslim then, was surprised why they came.
Who was Abu Sufyan Sakhr bin Harb ibn Umayyah?
After Badr, when the main leaders of the Quraysh had been finished, Abu Sufyan became the leader of the Quraysh. Abu Sufyan was different from other leaders of the Quraysh, such as Abu Jalutba bin Rubiya, Shayba bin Rubiya, Khalid bin Utbah, and Uqba bin Abi Mu'it, in that he wasn't very rude and evil about Islam and the Prophet. And he still had respect and dignity. He became Muslim during the conquest of Mecca. Abu Sufyan was given the spoils of war from the Battle of Hunayn. And this changed Abu Sufyan, as he then saw that the Prophet ﷺ wasn't interested in money, riches and leadership. Abu Sufyan saw how the Prophet ﷺ was generous. Abu Sufyan said, "I fought you and you became a noble enemy, and now we made peace. You are a noble friend." He said that anyone who is an enemy of Muhammad is our friend, but their religion is closer to you than ours. Banu Nadir said that the Kufa pagan Arabs are more rightly guided than the Muslims, and so closer to them and closer to the truth. Allah says,
ألم تر إلى الذين أوتوا نصيبا من الكتاب يؤمنون بالجبت والطاغوت ويقولون للذين كفروا هؤلاء أهدى من الذين آمنوا سبيلا.
Have you, O Prophet, not seen those who were given a portion of the Scriptures, yet believe in superstition and false gods, and say about the disbelievers, these are better guided than the believers as to the way? Banu Nadir then sent a delegation to Ghatafan in the north of Arabia. Allah says,
إذ جاءوكم من فوقكم ومن أسفل منكم وإذ زاغت الأبصار وبلغت القلوب الحناجر وتظنون بالله الظنونا.
Remember when they came at you from above you and below you. The Ghatafan weren't really involved, as they weren't as reliant on the trade route like the Quraysh. They also didn't rely on caravans. The Ghatafan were offered money and half of the cultivation of Khaybar for 1 year. They bribed them to attack the Muslims in Medina. They were a tough and rough tribe, and this is why Banu Nadir wanted them. The Banu Nadir wanted to use them for war and fighting. In the meantime, the Quraysh sent delegations to smaller tribes who were affected by the trade route, such as Banu Sulaim, Banu Asad, Banu Fizara, Banu Kinana, Banu Murrah, Banu Shuja, and others. They asked for men or slaves. These tribes helped with horses, weapons, or armour. Their interests were in trade and their money. There were about 4,000 men from the Quraysh, and they had 300 horses and 150 camels. There were about 700 men from Banu Sulaim. There were about 1,000 men from Banu Fisara. There were about 400 men from Banu Murrah. And there were about 400 men from Banu Ashya. And more. The Banu Asad. There were about 1,000 men from the Ghatafan tribe. The Quraysh had the biggest say, but they didn't really have one united leader who they all agreed to. They had just agreed amongst themselves. The Quraysh were happy because they wanted revenge, and they didn't want to face them. But when the Banu Nadir came, this was the chance for the Quraysh to try to get the Muslims after the Battle of Uhud. Banu Nadir didn't have the men or the skills to fight. They just used fortresses.
هو الذي أخرج الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب من ديارهم لأول الحشر ما ظننتم أن يخرجوا وظنوا أنهم مانعتهم حصونهم من الله فأتاهم الله من حيث لم يحتسبوا وقذف في قلوبهم الرعب يخربون بيوتهم بأيديهم وأيدي المؤمنين فاعتبروا يا أولي الأبصار.
And they thought their fortresses would protect them from Allah, but the decree of Allah came upon them from where they had not expected.
Jazakumullahu khairan for watching. For more, tune in to the Muslim Kids Show. Stay safe, and we hope to see you next week in the Islamic History Show. Barakallahu feekum.
Thank you once again, Mariam, for doing an amazing job. Thank you so much. It's always a great pleasure having you on board and giving us such a great insight to the Islamic history that we should all know about, whether we're learning about it at school or maybe we go to madrasa or whatever the case is. We should find some means, some way to learn about our amazing history, because it is filled with so many, I don't want to say adventures, but so many twists and turns and things that happen. Is really fascinating. I remember years ago, I got a book. I had a book and I just started reading it. I was actually cleaning the house and I started reading this book, and it had all this Islamic history talking about the different caliphs and and I just sat down and read it for like 2 hours, and before I knew it, it was nearly dark, because the Islamic history is filled with so much fantastic information. Make sure you do it, you find out about it, whatever you do, you know, as I said, wherever you go, whatever you do, try and find more about it as well. So thank you, Mariam, for giving us a bit of an introduction. Right, do you know who the Fruity Bunch are? You better know who they are. We've introduced them, a good while ago now. But the Fruity Bunch are 4 very tasty. No, I shouldn't say tasty. You're not supposed to eat them, right? But they are scrummy. You're not supposed to eat them. I keep saying that, but they are delicious, right? You're not supposed to eat them, Khalil, right? But we have the Fruity Bunch, right? 4. One is a banana. One's a kumquat. What is a lemon? What is a, do you know what they are? If you know what they are, can you shout it out? Let me hear. Right? No. What is a banana? What is a strawberry? What is a pineapple? And the other one is, I can't remember. Which is just as well, because we are going to, in a minute, we're going to show you a video to introduce them. But the Fruity Bunch is also part of the Islam for Deaf. As you may or may not know, Islam for Deaf is a website and an organization that creates resources, meaning videos with sign language for people in our community that have hearing difficulties or have special educational needs as well, okay? So if you want to know more about that, by all means, go to the website islam4deaf.co.uk. Go over there, you'll see so many bits and pieces that will help anyone that you may know, who knows, if you know somebody like that has hearing difficulties, they need to go over there and have a look. And of course, if you guys want to donate and help to contribute to help make the videos and do the other they do so many amazing things for the deaf community, the Taraweeh prayers, things of that nature being filmed and British Sign Language for hundreds of people during Ramadan. That is a first that the Islam for Deaf community organizations have put on as well. So if you want to help and contribute towards that financially, go over there, check it out, and you should be able to go on the website. You'll see somewhere where you can contact them and donate, right? So let's get back to the Fruity Bunch. As I mentioned, we've got a very short video where they will tell you who the 4th banana, strawberry, pineapple, apple. Apple. No one told me that. No one told me that. You guys are meant to be screaming it out. No, okay. But anyway, watch this quick video. We're going to give you a bit of an introduction to each of the Fruity Bunch. Check it out, y'all.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Asad and I'm 8 years old. I like skateboarding, fast cars and football. This is my friend Salihah.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I am Salha and I love reading the Quran and about prophets. I like history and solving puzzles.
This is my friend Bisma. Bisma and Salihah are best friends.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Bisma and I like sport, nasheed and reading. Reading's cool.
This is Anas, my best friend.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes, I am Anas. I love science and space and I want to travel into space when I get older. I also like learning hadiths. Did you know there is plenty of information in the Quran and hadiths about science? Very interesting, don't you think?
We are the Fruity Bunch. Welcome to the Muslims Kids Show. We are going to have lots of fun, games and adventures learning cool stuff about.
There you go, all 4 of them. So was I right? One was a strawberry, one was an apple, the one I couldn't get before. Pineapple. No, I have actually forgotten. Strawberry, pineapple, apple. I forgot. It was just on. I got a memory of a fish, actually. But anyway, so there you go. Now you know who the Fruity Bunch are. We have a number of cartoons that feature the Fruity Bunch, so make sure you check them out when we play them. Right, next thing we're going to talk about is we've got a video which has got exactly what I mentioned before. It's got British Sign Language on it as well. So if you probably have seen people do British Sign Language before. So if not, or even if you have, what I want you to do, I want you to pay close attention to the man that is doing the British Sign Language, because there's different hand gestures and things they do for different items in the world to describe what is happening in the video. So I do advise you to watch him very carefully and listen along, and you can see some of the words he's saying. Like, I think this is peace. Right, this is peace. See, I know something. This is peace, right? So see if you can see him doing that peace sign, okay, in British Sign Language. And there's other, I think Allah is this. Yeah, this is Allah. See, I know something. I'm not completely blonde, right? So watch the video. Obviously, listen to the stories about space, right? But watch the man who's doing the sign language as well. The reason I want you to watch it, because I want to give you a little bit of an appreciation for what he does, how skilled he is. Because, you know, they only use the best sign language people to actually do the sign language. So if you're watching him, you're watching a professional, somebody that really knows what they're doing, okay? And as I said, you might pick up some of those signs I mentioned, and you might even learn them yourself. So if you do know somebody that has hearing difficulties, maybe you can use it with them. You know what you think? Right, guys, okay, let's go for that video, inshallah. See you afterwards.
The Muslim Kids Show!
Assalamu alaikum, kids. I hope you are all well. It looks like Salman is cleaning something in the kitchen. I wonder what it is. Shall we take a look? What are you up to today, Salman? Is that the telescope you're cleaning?
Yup, I'm making sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to set up the telescope in the garden and take a look at the night sky.
Ooh, hopefully we'll see the big, beautiful moon and some shiny stars. Could I help, please?
If you'd like to, sis. I'm hoping to see all the planets through the telescope.
Wowzers! How many planets are there?
There are 8 planets, sis, and I can name them all in order.
Ooh, what are they called?
The first planet which is closest to the sun is Mercury. Next, then it's Venus. And then it's the planet that we live on, planet Earth. After Earth, you have Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. The last 2 are Uranus and Neptune.
How exciting! I hope we can see them all through the telescope.
It might be a bit tricky as the planets are so far away. Right, the telescope is shiny and clean. Can you help me pop it in the garden, please, sis?
Yep, MashaAllah.
Thank you, sis. I think the telescope is all set up now. All we need to do is wait for the stars to come out. Oh, that was a bit quick, sis. Can you remember which planet is first? I'll give you a clue. It's the planet closest to the sun.
Was it Mercury?
That's right, sis. Mercury. Shall we see if we can find Mercury?
Yes, MashaAllah.
Oh, I think, yes, I found Mercury. Wow, MashaAllah. Would you like to have a look too?
Yes, please, Salman. Oh, wow, how beautiful. Look at the craters. Hello, Mercury.
Would you like to try and find the next planet, sis?
I'll try. The next planet after Mercury is Venus?
That's right, sis. MashaAllah.
Okay, well, there's the moon. Hello, moon. I think I found Venus. Is Venus a milky yellow colour?
That's right. I think you found Venus, sis. Can I have a look, please?
Yep. There you go, Salman. Did I find Venus?
You did, sis. That is Venus. Did you know Venus is super hot? Venus is about 467 degrees Celsius.
Wow, you would need to wear a lot of sunscreen on Venus.
So, which planet is next to find, sis?
Well, the next planet is Earth, but Earth is our planet, so you can't look at Earth through the telescope. After Earth is Mars. Mars? Is it the red planet?
That's right, sis. I think I found it. Yup, Mars. Would you like to have a look?
Yes, please, Salman. Oh, how beautiful. Mars is red as a rose.
Did you know there are 2 robots on Mars? One is called Spirit and the other one is called Opportunity.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're there to do some science experiments and to take photos of Mars.
Cool.
Okay, sis. What planet is next after Mars?
Jupiter?
That's right, sis. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system.
Oh, Jupiter should be easy to find then.
Jupiter is very big, but it's also very, very, very far away from us. I found it. Would you like to look?
Wow, how beautiful Jupiter looks, all swirly-whirly.
It is very swirly-whirly. The next planet is
Saturn? I know what Saturn looks like. Saturn has a big ring around it.
That's right, sis. Can you find Saturn?
I think I found Saturn. Salman, what's the ring around Saturn made of?
The ring around Saturn is made up of tiny pieces and massive pieces of ice, a bit like an iceberg, floating in space around Saturn.
MashaAllah, Saturn is amazing. Okay, next is Uranus. Would you like to try and find it, Salman?
It's okay, sis. You're doing really well at finding the planets. Have another go.
What colour is Uranus?
It's blue.
Oh, your favourite colour, Salman. I found it. It's very beautiful. Would you like to look, Salman?
Yes, please, sis. Wow, how cool. It is really blue like the bright blue sky. Okay, we've nearly found all the planets. There's one more left. Can you remember which planet is the last one, sis?
Neptune?
That's right, sis. Did you know that Neptune takes 165 Earth years to go around the sun?
165 years? No way.
Yep, it really does. Oh, I found Neptune. So cool. Would you like to have a look, sis?
Yes, Salman. Neptune is blue also. Oh, I do love looking at the planets. Allah's creation is amazing, mashallah. I'm going to draw a picture of all the planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. I can remember them all, Salman.
Well done, sis. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah, Allah's creation is amazing. Salman and Aisha found all the planets with their telescope. Maybe you can have a look at the night sky and see what you see. Maybe the beautiful bright moon will be in the sky. It is written in the Quran, in Surah 21, Ayah 33. It is He who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. All swim along, each in its rounded course. So you see, kids, Allah created all of the wonderful planets. Maybe you can try and remember all of the planets too, just like Salman and Aisha. Well, until next time, kids, Assalamu alaikum.
There you go. Did you guys watch that man doing the sign language? Very interesting. Did you pick up any of the signs at all? Did you see him doing anything that I mentioned before? Oh, maybe you were watching closely enough. Right, we're going to go for a quick break. But the reason I'm holding this cup in my hand is because we're going to be giving these away as a prizes. See that everybody's off and they got bags of time. We want you guys to send in some pictures that you've drawn of fishes. Why? Because season 3 starting real soon is going to be all about sea facts and things of that nature. So it would be a good idea if you want to get one of these cups. This one's got Assad, the fish, not the fish, the apple fruity bunch character is on here, right? We've got this one. And we've also got Anas, who's the pineapple, okay? So we can send you some of these, but send in those photos, okay? Send in those pictures, excuse me, drawings of fish. You can draw them from anywhere you like. You can make sure you use my tutorial skills that I've taught you guys, okay? The Khalil Muhammad method, okay? Use that to draw those fishes. Send them in, and we're going to send some of these out for you guys. While you're off, you might as well get some nice prizes and then hone your skills at the same time, okay? And I've got some of these at home as well. They're really cool. See the flip top here like that? See the straw come? Can you see that? Can you see that? It's really cool. Right, can you see that? Yeah, there you go. So it's very nice, very, very, very professional, right? So guys, we're going to go for that quick break, inshallah. So when we get back, remember we've got the competition coming up. Okay. Oh, if you wanna send those pictures in, make sure you send it to this email address, tmks.club@gmail.com. Okay. So it's tmks.club@gmail.com. Right, guys, we're gonna go for a quick break. So stick around. We've got a lot of goodies coming up, including our mind-blowing, brain-bursting competition coming up as well, inshallah. So we'll see you after that. And make sure you get that number. We'll give it to you when we get back, okay? Because it's all going crazy here, guys. Right, stay tuned. See you in a bit. Don't go.